Hey guys, we are here in New York City, the team at Rattani, and usually you guys see me building motorcycles, but today we are going to be building something even more special. So we're going to be putting together a ring to propose to my girlfriend, Haley, and I've got the diamond right inside this box. So we're going to head up to the factory and put this together. You ready?
Let's go.
All right.
Now the fun really begins. We're gonna go up to the factory in White Plains and we're going to put your diamond in the setting that you picked out.
So I'm here with Ephraim, the Director of Operations at Rattani, and he's going to run us through the entire process of building the ring from start to finish. So it all begins here at the computer with a 3D design. So this is the exact ring that is going to be built for Haley. Then it's brought over to the 3D printer program.
That's your ring right there. So the way it works is the machine prints it 3D, meaning same as it prints on a paper, but layer by layer by layer. And every single layer, it's either printing in one area build, wherever it needs the actual ring to be, and the rest it's printing support. And so it builds up, it builds up. Now when it's ready to print this layer, it has a base to print it on.
Now we have the 3D printer. This thing is pretty state of the art. This was my first time seeing a 3D printer work in person, and it's pretty incredible to see the detail it can produce. Now with the wax ring done with printing, it is then placed into a 99% alcohol solution to dissolve the support wax. So then we're just left with the wax ring itself. Then it's on to casting. So the first step here is to secure the wax ring to the base of the casting flask. The rest of the flask is then placed over the wax ring. Next, it's time to mix up the resin used to form the investment, or the casting built around the ring. One very important step here is to draw all the air out of the investment resin, so that way there's no voids after it's been cured. The flask is then filled, and the air is suctioned out once again. The investment resin sits overnight to harden, then it is placed into the furnace at 1000 degrees Fahrenheit to melt away the wax, leaving behind a perfect cavity of the shape of the ring. And then while the flask is still hot, it is placed into the casting machine. The metal, which on this ring is 14 karat white gold, is then dropped into the casting machine to be turned into molten metal. So a 14 karat gold ring is 58% pure gold, and the rest of it is made up of metals like silver, copper, or zinc. So here you can see the metal melting at 2300 degrees Fahrenheit, so it can be cast into the shape of the ring. The casting machine sucks all the air out of the mold while simultaneously pressing the molten metal in. This ensures there's absolutely no voids left in the casting. After a bit, the flask is pulled out of the machine and left to cool, which hardens the metal. Once the metal is hardened, the flask is dunked in cold water to break the mold out of the investment. To remove any remaining investment, the cast is pressure washed in a cabinet and then soaked in an acid for a few minutes. Now you can see the rings being cut off the tree. Hey, that's my ring right there. This machine here is for deburring. It uses a magnet to spin the rings around in order to remove any rough edges. Then it's brought into the next step, which is filing off the post, which is also called the sprue. It's then sanded and filed until it's perfectly shaped. This is really where the ring starts to take shape and beauty. And then once it passes inspection, it's handed off to the polishing department, who then does a pre-polish. This is the first step of polishing, and you can really start to see the shine come out now. Now we're ready for the big step, setting the diamonds. So the ring I designed has smaller diamonds surrounding the larger center stone. So right here, the setter is preparing the area for the smaller diamonds. Once the diamonds are pressed in, they are held in place by prongs, which are these little metal pieces that are crimped around the diamond to hold it. The smaller diamonds and the main larger diamond are sourced from a third party, so the mining and diamond cutting are done elsewhere. Now here's that big rock we've been waiting for. The setter prepares the prongs so that way the diamond fits perfectly and then is securely set in place. Look at that thing, it's huge. With the stone set in place, the prongs are adjusted, trimmed, and then smoothed out. Now with the ring fully built, it's time to put the finishing touches on. It goes back to the polishing department for a full detail, where several different buffing wheels are used to bring out a perfect shine. Lots of time goes into the step since this will be the final shine on the ring. With the polishing done, the ring is placed into an ultrasonic cleaner, followed up with a hot steam clean. To prepare the ring for protective plating, it's dipped into a cleaning solution, then blown off with the hot steam once again. And finally, the ring is electroplated with rhodium. This rhodium plating protects the ring against wear and scratches and also gives it that brilliant finish. And now we're done. It's given one last inspection to check for any possible imperfections and just to make sure it's exactly what the customer ordered. Then the ring is packaged up along with all the documents and sent out to the customer, or in my case, handed off to me to take back home to surprise my girlfriend Haley with. Now, if you'd like to check out everything that Rotoni has to offer, they do lots of jewelry, obviously engagement rings, wedding bands, lots of different stuff. I will put a link to the website down below in the description. All right, we're all wrapped up with the ring. Turned out amazing. Thank you again for the awesome experience. It was really cool to get, hands-on, see everything, and I was just blown away with the whole process of it. So thank you again.
Right, no problem.
Yep.
Pleasure meeting you. It was great giving you a tour, teaching you about the process, and good luck.
Yeah, Haley's
Hope
gonna
she says yes.
She'll say yes, and she'll absolutely love it.
Make sure when she goes riding, shouldn't wear the ring.
Yeah, we'll take it off for that.
All right.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
And now I'm off to home, and we'll see what the old lady says when I get down on one knee.